Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ellen here. Happy quarantine. I'm trying to stay positive about it. That's why I'm saying happy quarantine. I hope you guys are all safe. Same for your families as well. And I hope everything's okay. I know obviously these are really difficult times. Not just about people getting sick, but also people are losing their jobs, people aren't getting paid. So I know that it is really, really difficult for people. But we just need to try and stay positive, stay at home. Just, that's all I can say really. Just try and stay positive. I know it's difficult, but try and keep yourself in a routine. I've been doing different things like working out still, just to keep myself in a routine and keep myself busy. Also, like I said, stay at home. You don't need to be going out unless it's an emergency or absolutely necessary. So please guys, stay at home, pick up a new hobby, watch my tutorials. Anyways, but yeah, today is a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now. I'll stop with the whole coronavirus thing. Today is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. I went onto Instagram and posted a poll on my story asking if you guys wanted to see something more colourful or browns and golds, and I mostly got colourful. So here we go. I probably will still film browns and golds at some point, but this is what we got today. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, and make sure you click that subscription box as well and the little bell so that you get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I hope you have a great day. See ya! So guys, for this look I'll be using some shades from MAC. This is just one of my MAC palettes that I put together myself. This is obviously clearly my bright and colourful one. Let's just get on with the tutorial. So I've already done one half of camera. I've also done my brows ready as well. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eye, and I'm also going to be carving out my brow. I'm going to use the Plouise base in the shade Rumour to do that, and I'm also just going to be using this PC52 brush from Peaches and Cream. And I'm just going to start out by carving right underneath my brow. Just let the brush do the work for you basically. So I'm just patting that all over the lid now as my primer. By the way, I know this looks scary because obviously it's bright colours, but honestly this is such a quick look to do. Like, doing this eye did not take long whatsoever. I'm just patting that in with my finger now as well, just to melt that product into the skin a little bit more, just to warm it up. And then we're just going to go straight in with eyeshadow. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. This is called Plumage. Obviously, like I said, these eyeshadows are all from MAC. You don't have to use MAC eyeshadows. You could use any green eyeshadows. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you don't even have to use green. You can do this technique with any eyeshadow colours that you want. So if you want to do this with reds, pinks, purples or nudes, it's going to have the same effect basically. I could not get my words out then. It's going to have the same effect. You can literally use any colours, it does not matter. I'm just going to use this brush from Makeup Geek. It's just their defined crease brush. It's just a nice small petite brush. Really good obviously for getting right into the crease. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to blend this back and forth into the crease. Like so. You want to try and keep this nice and controlled as well, which is why I am going back and forth in windshield wiper motions rather than in big circular motions, just because if you're doing big circular motions you're going to end up with a hot mess and you're not going to be able to blend it out. I mean, you might be able to blend it out, but I'll be amazed. It just makes it a bit more difficult. And I'm just going to carry on building that depth up and then taking it down onto the outer corner just to connect that. So now I've got that shade built up, I'm going to move on to the next colour. Just so you know, obviously I know this looks really scary, you're like, oh my god, how can that be blended out? But trust me, this will turn into this, you've just got to trust the process. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with this colour right here. This is called New Crop, and I'm just going to use a Zoeva 227 brush with this. It's just a bigger, fluffier blending brush basically. So all I'm going to do is pick that up on the brush, tap off the excess, which is what I always do. Always tap off the excess, don't blow it into the brush because that's really unhygienic, and all it's going to do is shove the product further down into the bristles anyway. I'm now just going to start going over that colour, just blending over the top of it. And now we want to get that nice and blended out so it's nice and smooth like on this side. So I'm going to go in with the shade Chrome Yellow, which is this colour right here. This is one of my favourite yellow eyeshadows, honestly. Super pigmented. It's not too like orangey, it's not too mustard, it's not too like a yellow green, it's just the perfect yellow. And I'm going to use this Zoeva brush. I don't know the number because it has worn off, but it's just a nice big fluffy blending brush. Any big fluffy blending brush will do. And I'm just doing the same step. So you'll notice each time I'm just taking each colour a little bit higher up. Obviously you want to keep the darker ones nice and tight to the crease, and then as things get lighter you can start to take it up further to the brow. So now all I'm going to do is go back in with the same shades just to deepen that up. So the same brush that we used Plumage on, which is the darkest green, right back into the crease with that brush to get that nice and dark. Obviously you want a really nice depth. That's what gives, obviously, it the effect. And then I'm taking the brush that we use New Crop on, not got any extra product, and then in with the Chrome Yellow as well. So we've now got the shades into the crease, so next thing we need to do is to cut the crease. So I'm going to be using the Plouise base again, also obviously in the same shade, in the shade Rumour, and the same brush we used to apply it as the base, which is the PC52 brush from Peaches and Cream. So what you want to do is you want to let the brush do the work for you. You don't want to be swiping because it's going to end up a little bit too messy. It's difficult to keep a nice clean line. So you want to let the brush do the work for you. And what I mean by that is the shape of the brush, just let that do the work, just sort of stamp it. I'm sort of taking that a little bit higher than my actual crease as well, because obviously you still want to see that shade when your eyes are open. And now that I've got the base shape there, I'm just going to go back in with the brush that we used Plumage on. I've not picked up any extra product though. And I'm just sort of going to blend over the edge of that. And then I'm going to take a bit of New Crop on the same brush we were using with it before and just sort of blend on the outer part of the lid. So now it's time for the lid shade. So I'm going to take this colour right here. This is called I Like to Watch. This is one of their Dazzle shadows. I absolutely love the MAC Dazzle shadows. They're so pigmented, so glittery. They're just absolutely stunning. And I'm just going to use this brush from Zoeva. It's a 234 brush. It's just a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to pat that all over the lid. How stunning is that though? Like, oh. And you can see on this part as well, this is why I blended New Crop in as well, because I feel like it just sort of still sits underneath and gives it a little bit more of like a duochrome kind of effect right on the outer corner. I don't know, I love doing stuff like that. Just sort of like building on different colours. So this is what we are working with so far. So next, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Plumage just to blend over that outer corner, because I don't want that outer corner to be too harsh. I want it to be nice and blended. Now, we all know I like a smoky lash line, so I'm going to go in with the 237 brush from Zoeva. It's just a really tiny detail brush, and I'm going to use Plumage again. And I'm going to blend this on the lash line. I always try and do this a little bit thicker on the outer corner as well, because I feel like it gives like that sort of, it's obviously not a cat eye, but that sort of like smoky effect. But you're best off starting a little bit thinner and building on it. If you go too thick all at once, I mean, then you might make a mistake. I mean, you might not, but I just prefer just to start off a little bit thinner and build on top of that and make it thicker if I really want it to be. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with New Crop as well, just to smoke it out a bit, just sort of blend that colour. And then back in with more Plumage, and I'm just going to keep mixing between the two colours until I'm happy with how it looks. So almost done, guys. I'm just going to wipe underneath my eye, obviously, because I've got a lot of fall down. That is the only problem of working with like glittery shades and like brighter colours sometimes. So just wipe that off. Being careful of the outer portion of the eye, obviously you don't want to mess up all of that nice blending you've just done. And then obviously we will now need to prime the under eye. So I'm just going to use what's left of that Plouise base because I've still got some left on the back of my hand. This is just a brush from Spectrum. I don't know the number because it has worn off, but it's just a nice buffing brush. So I'm just using that underneath the eye. On the other side, I actually use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, because that's what I usually use underneath my eyes, but I just thought, you know what, I've just still got some Plouise base left on the back of my hand, so I might as well. So I'm next going to go in with the shade Plumage on the small detailer brush that we used on the lash line, just to do the lower lash line. So I'm just going to blend that right underneath the eye. And then using the same brush, I'm going to pick up some of a New Crop. And then using the big fluffy brush that we used previously with Chrome Yellow, obviously going to pick up some of Chrome Yellow and blend that out underneath the eye as well. And when you're doing this as well, remember you do want to connect it back to the top, sort of blend it back into that. Back in with Plumage, just deepening it up now basically. And then I'm going to take the brush that we previously used with New Crop and I'm going to blend that underneath the eye. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I've got the effect that I want on the bottom. So for the waterline, I'm going to take this product from MAC. This is one of their Chromalines, and this is in the shade Primary Yellow. And I'm just going to use a MAC 210 brush. It's just their little tiny eyeliner brush. Obviously any eyeliner brush would do. Any kind of brush would do, to be fair, just to pack this on. It's just a cream product. And I'm just going to put that right in the waterline. And that's pretty much the eye look done. All I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go off of camera to put my other eyelash on and to do my skin, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. So I'll see you in a minute. So this is the finished look, guys. I obviously put on my lashes. I used the Style Escape from Primalash and did my skin and paired it with a nice peachy glossy lip. I absolutely love peach lips with like green eyeshadow. I don't know why, I just think it looks beautiful. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I obviously wanted to keep it just eye focused today, not on skin. But let me know if you do want a base tutorial, because I'm more than happy to do that for you as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed filming this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you'll recreate it, whether you'll use the same colours or different colours, it really doesn't matter. You can use different shades and just the same technique to get this kind of look, but with any kind of colour that you want. So I hope you, again, I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the look, and let me know what you think of this tutorial as well. Let me know also what you want to see next on my channel, if you want to see more colourful looks, more neutral looks, more, I don't know, dramatic. If you're wanting to see more skin or more eyes, just let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, at the minute with us being quarantined, I've got lots of time to film, so just let me know what you want to see and I'll try and do my best to film that kind of tutorial for you guys, or that kind of video. Just let me know any kind of video you want to see. It doesn't even have to be makeup related. Just, yeah, it'd be really interesting to know what kind of videos you want to see me post on my channel. I'm going to stop blabbing now because I do that way too often. It's almost 7 o'clock and I want my tea, so I need to go and cook. I'm going to be making fajitas tonight. Absolutely love fajitas. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to love you and leave you, and last thing before I do go is, if you did like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, and also if you haven't already, please make sure you click that subscribe button as well, because that would mean so much to me. Again, thank you for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!